Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies, a weekly podcast where Jarrett Reddick and friends get together and talk about a movie that they watched that week. Plus, whatever the hell else is on their minds. Get ready for the best hour and a half you'll have in the next hour and a half. Here they are, Eric, Casey, Sean, Amy, and because he's famous, his name's on the show, Jarrett. Welcome to Jarrett Goes to the Movies.
I just realized what you were talking about, Sean. You because Casey's not here.
Yeah.
And she always gets introduced, and so when she comes in, we need the thing that just goes, Casey, isolated.
I'm giving him free reign to record whatever he wants.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
But I filled him in on the content.
Yeah, not joking. She's really here this time. And no, she's always doing mom stuff, you know, and she's working now.
Well, it's Mother's Day weekend, so
that's true.
Where are you down there?
Mom stuff.
Doing what?
Doing her mom stuff.
Because, well, I don't know. You want me to go down there and you guys do the show?
That'd be fine.
Oh, God, no, wait. Take it back.
Last time you did that, we watched The Runaways.
Sorry about that, guys. I totally wasn't trying to not see that movie. Welcome to the program, guys. This is,
I thought you were about to do, what's his name?
What?
Welcome to the program. That's a bad impression.
big show.
Yeah. Sullivan?
Arsenio
Ed
Hall?
Sullivan.
Ed Sullivan, yeah.
Yeah, those people over there. Yes. Those people over there are people that don't know how to work an ATM machine. Bah!
They loved it.
I loved it. It's huge.
The dog pound.
This is Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Hey, we're talking about Mr. Mom, a very important movie because my mom took me to see this when I was, a kid, and gosh, man, I knew this movie like the back of my hand. Sorry about that. I did not think that it seemed short. Like everything just happened really fast. Like as I was watching, I was like, how are we already to this part? It seemed like there was more to it, though. But anyway, welcome, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we're happy to be here. Man, we just saw each other earlier this week. It's only been a couple of days because we had a hellacious storm on Monday when we were supposed to record this episode. So we're back to our Friday here. And honestly, I'm just going to kind of try to small talk my way to when beer shows up. This is a podcast called Jarrett Goes to the Movies, and our podcast is 100% funded by our Patreon supporters, who are known as patrons. And guys, we got a new one again this week. So thank you guys so much for continuing to up your support. All of the money does go back into the show to make it better, to make the perks better. That ain't no jive. Ryan Clydesdale, guys, went from $10 to $20. You're going to hear his name every week now.
He's not horsing around.
Because he is, wow.
Man.
Jesus Christ.
He was at the show.
I guess we probably won't hear his name every
Was
week
he?
because he is
That
out
was
of
it.
He
here.
was the one that you,
Ride
he
his
just
horse
posted the
right
photos
on
the
it.
other day. The tall guy, kind of grayish.
Oh,
glasses.
yeah, and he said something about the podcast, too. Yeah, very cool. Well, Ryan, thank you so very much for becoming a producer. This is a David Dooley and Woody Chambers production, and our $20 and up supporters are also our producers, and they are Ad Craner, Amy Pittsinger, Andy Smith, Brian Mason, Brian Sullivan, Brian Dunning. Those are the three Bryans. Shell Ordway, Chris the $12 million man Cranfill, Chris Jacobs, Colton Swartz, Corey Reed, Daniel Cotton, David Dooley, David Groundhog's Day Kendrick, David Murray. Let's name David Murray David the Original Murray. Dennis Hopp, Denny Chambers, Derek Smith, Diane Small, Dom Surfing Bird. Sorry, I had shit in my throat. That didn't sound good. Petretta, Ernie Soulman McCracken, Gabe Utstinks. Wait, Gabe Utsex. Oh, why did I say Utstinks?
I know, but it sounded like Gabe Butt Stinks.
Gabe
It wasn't good.
Utsex. Gabe Utsex. That's pretty good. I'm sorry, guys. I fucked that one up. Gage Strickland, Gregory Cordone, Greg Lee, Greg the Hammer Stevens, A Hangover You Don't Deserve podcast, Jared Spear, Jason Aylesworth, Jason Palladino, Jeff Millman, Jeff Yeager, fucking Joe Barlow, Joey Bishop, John Gickler, Joseph Richards, Josh Hanlon, Josh Millman, Kate Etro, Katie Gardner, Kim Murphy, also at the show the other day. Did you get to say hi?
I did.
And Kirsty Fisher, and of course, Les Zaldor-Zalewski, Lily Holohan, Lindsey Sponsel, Lisa Wenzel, Lucy Murray, Mandy Pretty, Michael McClary, Michael Price, Mike Breton, Mike Leblanovitz, Nick Rignoni, Rodon James, Ray Elliott, Rich Osborne, Robert Dirty Muffins O'Doyen, Ryan Clydesdale. Ryan hung like a Clydesdale. No, let's not do that. Let's not take the easy road, guys. Sorry, Ryan. Sean Blackstone, Sean Barger, Steve May, Steve Rhodes, Tim Trafton from Maine, Trey Wren, Vinny Cataldo, Wendy Madda, Woody Chambers, Zodiac Zach, and Spee Hurst, everybody. Give it up for our amazing producers. La la lo, li li li, la la lo.
My
That was beautiful.
La 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 ho, thanks, baby. Loo la bo loo, li la lo lo. So, the other day, Everett was singing that song. He was just like the Maya la he.
Why?
Because
it's in a new movie.
It's in a new movie.
Because Ella
Yeah.
was doing that the other day, and I was going.
It's
"How
a
the
new
hell
movie
do
on
you know
Netflix.
that?"
Did you
it's
guys
great.
watch it? It's
Yes,
great, right?
so
Yeah,
good.
it's really, really good. And Danny McBride is the dad, and he plays Danny
Yeah, Maya
McBride.
Rudolph,
And Maya Rudolph is the mom.
Yeah, it's really good.
Wait, what's
It's
the movie
really-
called?
It's called
The Mitchells versus
Versus
Machines.
Machines. Yeah.
It's really, really good.
I actually sat down and watched it. It was great.
All right. So budget $5 million. Early Michael Keaton, right? That's $13 million today. Box office $65 million, $173 million today. So
That's good.
A very successful motion picture catapulted him obviously into stardom, and he's still great. I mean, the stuff that he pops in. What was it? Was the other guys
Yes.
that he's the captain? He's so
That's
phenomenal.
what I was trying to think
Yeah,
of.
he's so phenomenal.
It's when he plays this casual, like, because the way he is in Night Shift and the way he is in this movie, he's just kind of like loose as a goose, whatever. And he was that way but he wasn't that way in Batman. Obviously, it's a dramatic role.
Sure.
Birdman, he wasn't that way. It's a dramatic role. But in the other guys, he gets back to kind of like that kind of loosey-goosey. I don't know how else to describe it, but I know what you mean.
I think
you know
exactly what you're talking. Yeah, totally.
Did y'all ever watch Multiplicity?
I have not seen
I don't
that.
know if I've seen that.
No, that was like one of. I'm sure it has not aged well, but that was like one of my favorite movies ever. He plays like
Add it
he's
to
a
the
clone.
list.
He's what? I'm sorry.
He's been cloned.
Okay.
Like 4 or 5 times, and there's all these different variations of him.
Oh, okay.
But each clone is a clone of that clone, so they just get dumber and dumber.
Interesting. Sure.
Oh.
Like Dalmatians.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if I'm going to blow your
Yes.
guys' minds here, but do you guys know what he did before acting?
Did he build cars?
Because that might make
Nice.
sense to what Eric was just talking about.
Male stripper.
What was he?
He was a comedian.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
And he did really well.
Yeah.
And that's why when he almost didn't get Batman because they're like a comedian playing
Yeah,
Batman.
he's funny. Yeah, he was. So when they did, do you guys remember Comic Relief at all, or know what it is?
Yeah.
So the original Comic Relief was they used to do these, and they still do them, but like Farm Aid and all that shit. These were all these big benefit things for various things. Comic Relief was for homeless people here, and it was Robin Williams, Whoopi Goldberg, and
Ted Danson.
no. Billy Crystal hosted it, and then just literally every comedian on the planet would come out, and it was done like a telethon.
Literally?
Over 20. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. A fucking big cross section of comedians would come
Some
in.
of the world's greatest comedians.
Would come in, do a 24-hour fundraiser. But he came on and did stand-up, and it was actually pretty funny, but I didn't know him as a comedian. So yeah, anyway, there's that. Okay, Eric, you had seen this before, right?
Yes, I had.
Okay, then.
Over to
Eric.
for his synopsis.
After he's laid off, a husband switches roles with his wife. She returns to the workforce, and he becomes a stay-at-home dad, a job he has no clue how to do.
Unbelievable. That's fucking perfect. It's longer than the ones we
It's
usually
2
like.
sentences.
She said that. But that's fucking perfect.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It is everything you need to know.
Yeah. really, really good. So we still need that intern.
Yeah.
For what?
I mean,
Remember I said we want somebody to go back and listen to all the synopsises and get us a list of the ones that we liked.
we've been on a hot streak lately.
Yeah,
Ever
there's
since-
been
Yeah.
some good ones.
Yeah, no thanks. Thank you though, baby. Actually, shit, fuck it. Yeah, I'll take it.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
Who are you?
You're right. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're being stupid.
Yeah, man, you sound stupid.
Stupid.
Sean, let's dive into this motion picture, shall we?
Let's.
Oh, man. What's the record for the least amount of sleep ever?
I think Lindbergh has it.
Yeah, well, I think I beat him last night. You heard anything, Jinx?
If I did, wouldn't I tell you guys?
Not necessarily.
That's right.
You didn't tell Lou until after he chipped in for gas money.
Hey, fellas, I'm telling you, it's as simple as this. You can't sell cars. You can't pay people. Now, come on, relax. I like splitting gas money 4 ways.
Yeah, fucking Jinx. So it was cool. It's cool also to me where, Casey and I'll be watching something and I'll be like, you're going to recognize some of these actors. And so she recognized,
Jeffrey
Christopher
Tambor.
Lloyd.
yeah, and then Christopher Lloyd she got right away too, which he looked really
Very
young.
young.
here.
Looks different.
And Back to the Future only came out 2 years after this.
Really good point,
And he looks
actually.
old as
Really?
fuck.
But he was
Yeah, but
already
that
in
was like-
Taxi.
Yeah, he had already been in Taxi and stuff. But that, you know what? I mean, in the first Back to
Saying
the
the
Future, it really is more of just the hair that made him look super old.
I guess
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, but so that's always a cool thing. I mean, and the first thing that pops up on this thing is, oh, sorry, shit, fuck, I don't know where that is actually.
Casey's popping another bottle.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
there she is. Very good. But Casey and I talked about the acting of just the kids in this, and I think it's so good because it seems so natural. They're not like actor kids. They like both of those little boys sell it so well. Every fucking scene. Like, and that Alex, they like gave that kid comedy fucking lines to say, and he just nails it. And it didn't feel Nickelodeon.
It wasn't
and-
overacted. Like,
Yeah.
And I don't know what you are for this film, but I am 2 degrees of separation from this film.
Ooh.
Okay, well that spans right off the fucking child actors. Go ahead.
One of those child actors did voices on a film.
Yeah. Oh, on Z.
Was it
That
Dragon
might-
Ball Z?
It was Gunslinger Girls or something like that I also did voices on. No, that the girl I was dating that was doing voice work was also in it. And he currently appears on a web series called Critical Role, which is these voice actors and people who play Dungeons and Dragons like on the internet
Cool.
for people. He's on the show with a girl that I used to date.
No way.
That's cool.
Like so
Yeah.
1 degree, 2 degrees of separation from this
That's
movie.
crazy.
From this movie.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
amazing.
you. Really appreciate it.
So tell me more about dating that girl.
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm
did
gonna,
you guys talk to each other in weird voices?
She did that stuff like professionally. She's a
Okay.
world famous.
Don't be so humble. We all know your background.
She
Yeah, we know your
has
IMDb.
like 1 million IMDb credits, and I have 3.
Here you
You're
go.
on IMDb?
You're a douchebag?
Yes,
I don't think you are.
I am.
And to my point, mommy, it's a jungle out there. It's fucking great. That's a great line.
The kid. This is some of the better, maybe not better kid acting, but at least they gave these kids some funny lines.
Yeah, it's
to
not like
say.
the little boy that like cries in fucking Finding Neverland, but it's like,
Yeah,
but
this
it's
is
not
some-
so overacted that it's painful.
Well, then you get to Steven, though, in the grocery store, and that kid's line is dubbed in. He doesn't even actually
yeah.
say it. What's your name? And it just goes, Steven. And I'm like, and Sean says it. Steven. What's your name?
Where did that come from?
Steven. But one of my favorite bits of the whole movie, you're doing it wrong. And I fucking use that all the time. It's just like anything. It's like, you're doing it wrong.
It's got to be the number one thing from this film.
It's so good. And then he's just, and it's like, and I tell Everett all the time, and the other kids, like, it's the Jarrett Reddick method. You know, like, it's, you know, that's what you're doing. Yeah.
No, south to drop off.
Yeah,
north to pick up.
I tell all my new mommies, hey, Jack. Oh, you must be Jack. I'm Annette. You're doing it wrong. So good.
But even the kids are going like, you're doing it wrong.
Dad, you're doing it wrong. Yeah. And it's just it's such good kid language because it really does make sense. He's not doing it correctly. Right. You know, but it's hard for a fucking little first grader to get the words out to go, Dad, you're turning into the wrong.
The Facebook page of our small town kindergarten class would have an explosion if somebody pulled in the wrong way to the fucking
God,
thing.
No.
Like, I just got chills thinking about what it would be like.
Just the trouble.
If somebody...
They'd probably call the police.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes later...
you should see the fucking rate. It happens every single time in the drive-in. Like, to drive into our school, you can only get to the school, the car line, if you're turning... Right in the afternoons or whatever.
That's
and people try to go in and turn left and beat the line, and then everybody fucking loses their shit.
So they have.
I never thought my life would be.
They have closed at this point. So once the line gets not even a half mile, the people turning left have closed a fucking turn lane on a street that only has one other lane, and then it's at a 4-way stop. It is utter chaos.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I told Jared when I was watching this and the whole thing, like, there was one time that some lady cut me off going the wrong way. I honked at her and probably yelled some shit. And she pulled up and she rolled her window down and I rolled mine down and she rolled hers back up. She was like, you look meaner than I thought you were going to.
Hi, Jack. I'm Annette.
Hi.
You're doing it wrong. See? This is what I tell all my new mommies. We enter from the south and we exit from the north. And then we do just the reverse when we pick up. This way our little ones don't have to walk between the cars to get to the learning facility. Okay, move it out. And remember, south to drop off, north to pick up.
Pick them up. Okay, it's a good system.
South to drop off, moron!
I realize I blew it. I actually literally said the line that she says in this.
I thought you were leading up to the
I was trying to, but my notes, I forgot to copy and paste one line.
It was a crescendo. You did fine.
But yeah, it's funny because that backs up exactly what Casey was just saying.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, it is so true. And you just get, I mean, I think the thing is, for me, the thing is dropping off, and it's crazy to me that we're 2 weeks away from school being out, and there's still the car that, like, their kids just can't seem to get out of the goddamn car.
Why don't they get there earlier or be the last one there? Don't hold people up.
I don't even participate in the drop-off line or pickup line. I drive about 10 feet from where that whole thing starts to happen, and then I just park. And I will just walk my ass up to the door. We have Eller designated as a walker.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And I just grab my little tag and park and walk over there, and it's fine. And they don't let the pickup kids out for like 15 minutes after they let the walkers out.
Yep.
So I'm done with that whole thing, and all those people are still sitting there, and it's great. And I don't
the same
have to
thing at our
participate.
school, but we don't have a whole bunch of parking at our school. Yeah. That's another problem. But I might do the whole walking thing next year too.
Oh yeah, it's been perfect.
Yeah, there's zero parking at our school. You know that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
there's
that's
zero.
bad.
It's crazy. Anyway, I don't mind. I mean, we just basically get there super early and then, but dropping off, it doesn't matter when you go. There's always. I swear to God, I saw Demi hopping on one foot today. Does he have a bad foot right now?
I don't know that information.
Okay.
But where was he? Oh, at field day.
No, they were dropping off today. I'm almost positive it was him. It might not have been. Do they have a minivan?
No.
Okay, then it wasn't him.
Are you a bad foot too?
Never mind. So did you guys notice that the girl that Carolyn meets right when she gets the job and she's in there? Well, here we call him Ron. She had the Kelsey Grammer accent that we talk about all the time.
What's it called again?
Mid-Atlantic, transatlantic.
But it's a non-existent thing that actors.
Actors.
Actors. You say, well, here we
We're
call
acting.
him Mr. Richardson, and you will need to sit in the meeting and be quiet.
Yes, an accent that doesn't exist in the real world.
And so Casey goes, is she English? I'm like, nope.
Nope.
Not even close.
Nope.
English.
She
It's some
is not.
amalgamation of
Jesus.
multiple accents.
So it really was Mad Minnie in here. You go in and just the smoke.
I took really deep breaths watching this scene.
It's just so strange to think about the fact that I used to eat in restaurants like that and fucking, airplanes were a thing that, I mean, everybody here is old enough to remember when your airplane seat had the ashtray in the
It also took them a really long time to remove those.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably 20-year-olds that remember that, but, it was a thing. My parents sat in the smoking section of airplanes and they fucking smoked, and it was awful.
And what is a smoking section on an airplane?
Yeah, it's the whole
Because
plane.
The whole tube is just all the same air.
It wasn't, but that's the thing. Smoking section in a restaurant, they didn't used to have separate ventilation.
Right.
That came way later.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's fucking like late 80s, early 90s even probably. Maybe even after that. But you just were in a different spot in the room. But it
would float over to you.
It still stunk.
Yeah.
And just,
smells delicious.
Yeah. You like the way it smells, right?
Well, I mean, smoking for so long.
I know, but a lot of people don't. Casey smoked, and she doesn't like the way that it smells when somebody else does.
No, I wouldn't want to be around other people smoking in a boardroom while I'm trying to work or at a restaurant. In a bar is fine. I'm in a bar. Like, what?
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. That one bar that y'all go to, which is the best karaoke ever, but don't you sort of feel like that's at the top end of how smoky fucking bars can get?
Yeah.
Like cancer level?
It's like a honky tonk in the
because it's in Allen, right? And like it's granddaddied in. So first you can't smoke everywhere there, but in this particular place you can.
Yes, that's correct.
And man, you know what is really good is that wing place that's right next to them.
They closed.
They closed.
Did they really?
Due to the vid.
What was it called?
Sauce.
That place was awesome.
They had their nachos were like not regular chips, they were Ruffles.
Unfucking believable.
And they put brisket all over it.
You put some Funyuns in there?
Dude, we ordered mozzarella sticks and then we ordered food and we could have, it was literally like a hunk of fucking mozzarella, like a baby's arm, so like a dick is what I'm saying.
Yeah. A dick-sized mozzarella stick that just fits.
Actually, to be fair, probably all of them are dick size.
Yeah, somebody's dick.
Yeah, mine are like the regular frozen one.
Mine.
That's exactly my penis.
Tater tot.
No, stop it. Come on.
Two tater tots.
Just a regular cheese. I'm just a regular mozzarella. That's a fucking great description of my penis.
That is not true. You're not a mozzarella. Like this is a mozzarella stick.
Yeah, that's about all I got.
No,
and you dip it in the marinara just like every 28 days or so.
Actually, to be fair with my dick, it looks more like ranch. But that was fucking gross, wasn't it?
So was mine.
Both of y'all are gross. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't even think about what the fuck you were saying.
Yeah,
God, that's twice that one of your jokes tonight has gone over.
Yeah, but the other one was funnier. Way
Dada.
Our Dada.
All right. So,
poor Irv.
Just the whole grocery store scene. Where she's like, I have the right of way or whatever, which you would never say, but I think old people did talk like that back then.
I feel like I want to talk like that at Costco.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Yeah, Costco is a completely separate. We could do a whole podcast on that.
Jesus Christ.
I love Costco.
Yeah, I usually do too, but people at this Costco cannot drive.
I'm not a huge fan.
Of like
actually, not kidding.
Of those stores in general.
Actually, not joking, guys. This just in, breaking news. I'm not joking. Tawny Katane just died.
Oh no!
Who's that?
That is the girl on Whitesnake's car.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. From the movie Bachelor Party and the cover of Rat Out of the Cellar.
We need to do a benefit show.
Long time. And a friend and a good friend of my my buddy Earl, who is a comedian. So anyway, that's super sad. Anyway, I didn't mean to bring the room down.
No,
also,
it's
Costco.
Fine. We'll fight through it.
But this grocery store thing, she goes, I have the right of way. He goes, okay, well, let's settle out of court. All right, just take these chips. You know,
Weirdo.
All right. So I have the Irv bit to me is something that I literally can't not. It's just embedded in my brain. I can't not be in a grocery store and not think of Irv. Aisle 4 produce.
Poor Irv.
You know, Irv spaghetti aisle 9. Irv, one last child. Then there's the finally Irv. We were never even on aisle 7. So good, man.
Yeah.
It's just so good. And then there's so all of these really are, I think this is why it's called satire. It's all what I would think of exclamations of all of these different scenes. Because quite frankly, have you ever waited in line at the deli and had a fucking dumbass up there before you go?
Yes.
And I get nervous. Like, I have to fucking know exactly what I want. And then if they don't have it, I just go, then that's fine. I'm just going to leave.
Yep, I'll leave.
Yep. That's fine.
I'm not
Oscar
gonna get
Mayer
a damn
it
thing.
is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You go across to the other, like next to the breakfast sausage,
Yes,
and you get
exactly. That's fine.
Yeah, I
your
got
chemical
sent up
filled
there
meats.
Yes,
to
absolutely.
get, some a pound of turkey, and I ordered it all correctly, and she goes, "What number slice do you want?" And I was like, "Just for sandwiches."
That's a thing. Sandwich slice.
Well, she said, "I don't know how you like your sandwiches."
That's bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Sandwich slice is actually a thing. Shaved is definitely a thing. You can do.
I don't know.
And you know what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to slice one.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore, though.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
What we're talking about is they usually will slice you one and then hold it up and be like, is that okay? And then you get to fucking eat it.
Yeah, that's how I went grocery shopping with the kids. I would just stop by the deli first.
You know, Walmart, we shop at Walmart. I know, it's the worst.
So do we. Everybody does.
That's the closest place to shop. And they don't have the cookies out at the fucking
you can't
bakery
can't do that.
But it was pre-COVID even. Like, they just decided, fuck your kids and fuck these free,
Target stopped doing it
22-cent cookies.
Target does it, but you before pre-COVID, you just have to ask for it. So
we asked, and they said we don't really
do that anymore. Yeah, Target, they have them sort of behind the counter because people
know what y'all are talking about. There's free cookies at
people were finger fucking all of the cookies, and you can't.
Now they put fruit out there.
Ruin
My
it
kids
for the
don't want
rest of
fucking
us.
Fruit.
No, they want fruit. We're gonna make them eat that shit at home. That's not gonna help me keep them busy. Actually,
no, you go grab the bag of grapes and you see how much they can eat before you weigh it at checkout.
Emma actually, as a kid, we would just give her a banana. And she would eat the banana, and when we got up to the thing, I'd be like, "Can you charge me for 2 of those? Add an extra banana."
But they don't charge banana. They don't charge bananas by the banana. You charge it by the pound.
I don't think that's true.
No, it is. It's code 11 because I worked at an Albertsons, and it's definitely by
Tell
weight.
us more.
Well, then I have them fucking add a 3.
Add a 3.
Whatever I did, they added something to the banana so that I got to pay. I wasn't trying to steal bananas. Yes. You know? Yeah. By the way, where were we, baby? We were in Hawaii. We were talking about Eric, right? And
we were talking shit.
No. We were talking about the Albertsons thing and about photos from vacation and stuff like that.
Was funny.
Wasn't it in Hawaii where we were talking about? Because we honestly,
was there an Albertsons there?
No, but your Albertson story is sincerely like one of the funniest stories ever told on the show.
I was crying.
And like it really, and we were talking about the fact that, I know it was with Mark and Bonnie. We were talking about the fact that you were on this trip and you were like, guys, we've got to go.
Boise.
That we got to go and see the original Albertsons.
To Boise.
And I got to get this photo. And you're so excited. Oh, I know why we started talking about, because we were talking about photo mats. Getting your pictures done, and now you got you got double prints.
Yep.
And you were so excited, and your fucking manager just shot you down.
Just shat all over it.
What a dork.
Man, I fucking hate that for you because that honestly, you were young. They should have just been cool. That's
again, just as one small postscript to that. It's not like I walked up to the first person I saw and just fumbled my photos out. Oh my god, can you believe I went to the first? Like, I had worked with this person for a long time. I started working at Albertsons when I was 15.
Sure,
sacking groceries.
Right,
and so. It's not like
it seemed like the right person to show the goddamn photo that you were so stoked about.
Yeah, and I didn't think any of us were like career Albertsons people. We were going to work there for the rest of our lives. Me nor her. Right. I just thought you might think this was interesting.
Yeah.
Is she still there?
Well, the Albertsons isn't an Albertsons anymore.
No,
Walmart marketplace. You know, those
Is she
small
there?
Walmarts.
Yeah, she's
that's what Albertsons because they became like because Skaggs bought
Skaggs
Albertsons.
Alpha Beta.
They became Skaggs Alpha Beta, and then Alpha Beta. Ooh ah, Alpha Beta. Ooh ah. Sorry, Revenge of the Nerds.
Sorry that happened.
So we talked about Steven. I actually had to make sure that Casey knew that the hot lady on the movie was the hot lady. Because
I don't think you can be hot in the 80s.
So I swear to God, like as I looked at her, it was the first time where I was like, okay. I mean, it definitely doesn't have the same impact that it had on me 40 fucking years ago.
Yeah, but the fact that he had to clarify, I got that that's what she was supposed to be, but he's like, but you can like she's supposed to be hot, but she's got the old lady hair, so now you can't tell.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
And the polyester pants and just all of it. But
you did notice that she had a nice butt, but I wouldn't have noticed that back then.
Which one was the hot lady, just to clarify? She's
Joan.
the one in the...
Joan,
yeah.
With the
Oh,
Mustang.
yeah, that one. I thought you were talking about, like, the Office hot lady
No.
No. Joan, for sure.
Which
Got
the
it.
80s were such a shit time for Mustangs anyway. Like, this is supposed to be this high-performance sports car, and it looked like a fucking Volvo. But I will say what did hold up was the trench coat reveal.
It looked fine.
I mean, I remember back in the day, that was probably about as close to pornography as our family was going to
until
get.
Columbine.
I remember it being way more revealing. You know what I mean? Like, I remember it being a little...
I thought that was closer to pornography.
Oh, no. The trench coat was ruined forever.
Yeah, I know. Hot Topic had to stop selling them.
I do totally remember, though, that, like... It was more lingerie.
Yes.
This was, she just looked like a...
It looks like a jumper that somebody wear, like any girl wears in the summer now. Like,
It's a romper. It's an adult romper.
Yeah,
That's what
you
people
just
wear
could
now.
fucking wear that around. You know,
I can't just wear that out. Some people can.
Nobody can just wear that around.
Well, I know, but
Oh
if
my
your
God.
stepkids saw you in that, it wouldn't be like the fucking end of the world.
I think my stepkids would think it was fucking weird. My cousin, I was her maid of honor for her wedding. She is beautiful. She is younger than me. Her friends are just this adorable little clan of just cutie pies from fucking White Rock, Texas. They're just whatever. And so she sends me a picture one day. I'm doing all the hair. That's my job in the wedding world or whatever. And she sends me this picture and goes, "What do you think about this?" And I said, "For what?" And she said, "To get ready in." Because now the thing is, like, everybody wears like matching robes or pajamas or whatever, all the bridesmaids to get ready. And it was a strapless, like, shorts romper that was like floral. And I just said, she goes, "What?" And I said, well, because I said, "Well, that's cute." And she goes, "Well, I thought we could wear them to get ready. What size are you?" And I said, "If my size is on that rack, then that store is fucked up. Like, go somewhere else. Like, you're in the wrong place. It's crazy." Like, I was like, how would anybody ever, like, none of them have boobs. I'm like, I could imagine, like, just doing, like, a round brush. Like, there'd be, like, one falling out. Like, it just didn't make any sense. Like, I just think
the pictures forever.
there's definitely an age and a shape where, like, maybe the rompers need to go. Strapless romper.
Well, and then you think about going to the bathroom in a romper. You got to get
When you're just
fully
naked.
undressed.
Yeah, you're just naked in a stall.
Yeah, but you guys have a door.
With cracks in it.
Yeah, you can see right through those things.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have a door?
No.
You do too, in the stall.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes not.
Sometimes there's not a door whenever you have to poop.
I mean, it happens quite a bit, actually. And then sometimes there's a door, but it won't lock or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
when I shit my pants
Curtain
at
Club
the
bathroom.
Lizard Lounge,
got to go upstairs.
there wasn't a door on the thing, and so I had to get my Doc Martens off and my jeans off, get my underwear off, throw them back behind the toilet.
Yeah, been there.
And then get toilet paper, get cleaned up, get my jeans back on, get my boots back on, all with no door on it.
And probably piss all over the floor and the worst.
I'm trying to let my 8-year-old like grow up and be an independent little dude, but like this is why I'm horrified to send him into a bathroom by himself. All you fucking dudes and your dicks all over the place.
Well, it wasn't
so
the
many
dick
dicks
at the
flying
time
around.
that was the problem. It was the diarrhea in my boxer shorts that was the problem.
Yeah, that is an issue.
That's like a pretty big problem.
It was a problem.
Got it.
Yeah, it sucks. Were you standing or sitting when you shit yourself?
Oh, I haven't told this story.
I don't think so.
He was lying down.
I had kidney stones like a week before, and that sucked. That's what it was like. They gave me this pain medication, which I had never been on, and, noticed that it said, take with food, may cause loose stool, don't drive while taking, whatever.
It's already funny.
Yeah.
And fine.
Loose stool.
So I'm taking it, and then we go down to Lizard Lounge, and we had been drinking before, so we get there, and I already had to pee before we went inside. So there's this like chain link fence, kind of nondescript off to the side, and I'm like, I'll just go there and pee before we go in because I'm not going to make it through the line.
Were you at the Lizard Lounge or were you at the church? Be honest.
Lizard Lounge? Yeah, it wasn't Sunday
All
night.
right, just checking.
So I went over there to pee, and I was like, oh, got a fart. Happens 90% of the time that I pee. I fart while I pee. And just farted and pulled my pants up after I got done peeing and was like, started walking.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you sharted.
It's a shart.
Yep.
I mean, I took a dump in my pants.
But it wasn't, there wasn't like doo-doo. You just had some shit in your butt crack. And it was wet.
I don't know how to.
Oh God, the shark.
I don't know how to explain.
It made it outside of your cheek goal area into your underpants.
Yes.
It did not get
So
trapped
there
within
was
your
actual
cheeks.
doo-doo. Like,
Yes.
okay, right.
Yeah.
But not like a solid.
So got it together, went in, paid the cover, and then
With shit pants?
yes, and then immediately went to my buddy. Hey, I got to go to the bathroom. And he was like, "You just peed outside." And I was like, "Yeah, I got to go again." And it was a mad dash. Like it was a little too early for it to be super packed, but there were definitely people who saw me trying to get my
Scooting.
stuff together. Again, Doc Martens like lace.
They're
up
on their
boots.
podcast right now telling a story about this guy that
The
shit his
dude
pants
that
at the
shit
Lizard
his
Lounge.
pants. And
Yeah.
and what I feel the worst about is that at the end of all of that, some poor person cleaning up that place, which already must have been a nightmare, found my dirty
They've seen worse.
diarrhea underwear back behind the toilet and had to like use the clamper to like, put it
again,
in
You
the
didn't put him in the trash
thing.
can?
Dude, they've seen way fucking
No, I
worse,
didn't
man.
carry my own.
You don't like go
shit
into those
underwear.
kind of bathrooms like just like with
fucking big are your
a
underwear?
rag and stuff. You go in there with just like you just
Hazmat suit.
spray the shit. I mean, it's it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's a horrible, horrible.
It was
thing.
terrible, but
Yeah.
I think you should have thrown it in the trash can.
Yeah.
well,
No, I've done that. I mean, I have ulcerative colitis. It's been a while. I have done the underwear behind the toilet
Luckily,
thing.
we do have the shit your pants underwear compartment in the stall. You
Yes,
know?
we do.
We have that just in case.
Yeah.
What is that for?
Fucking what?
Yeah. We have a second little trash can in there. On
Yeah.
the,
Oh yeah, but that's not for
feminine
that.
products.
Tamps.
Yeah, I used to have to clean that out.
they're not like sifting through and recycling them. You can
When
throw
I
some shit
washed
pants in there.
dishes, we had to clean the fucking bathrooms at the end of the day, and I had oh god,
OB-GYN?
so fucking bad, man. I hated it so much.
Pearl.
All right, so the next scene is so classic. Him with the chainsaw coming in. It's just, again, I was telling Casey, I'm like, there's parts of this movie that just for so many years, when you saw a reel, of like movie clips or whatever, these were on there. But him coming through the door with the chainsaw, which seems a little silly now. But of course, you had this on a trivia question the other day, which is why we did this movie. Because the question was, Martin Mull comes in. Michael Keaton offers him a beer. He says, it's only 9 a.m. What does he offer him next?
Scotch?
And I instantly was like, Scotch. And I texted you and I was like, what a fucking great question. We start spitting lines back and forth. And that's how we started doing this movie, which I was super happy that you knew it. But the do it all 220, 221, whatever it takes is such a classic line.
It's a top 5 for me of all time. And I think there are plenty of people who that line just passes them by. But just how cocksure he was of 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Well, Martin Mull's character though, like kind of gets there and he's almost like rolling up his sleeves like he's gonna help or something, you know, like okay, you're gonna do it all 220, and which is ridiculous, which is a rhetorical question because everything in this goddamn country is 110 except washing machines.
Well, if you want to go double phase, 220.
Yeah.
It's not necessary.
Simple math.
Is that a thing? What's double phase mean?
Well, I mean, that's what 110 is single phase, 220 is double phase. It's physics, and I don't want to have to explain it to you.
Okay.
Not on this show. We'll do it on Jarrett and Eric Love Physics podcast next time. Science is stupid.
And then just him when she comes downstairs and then Martin Mull's character just touching her on the arm and it's just like, oh, Carolyn, don't you look nice? And it's just so
the touching. I
gross. You know, it's like I wonder if you showed a kid now a movie from like the 50s. If their heads literally would explode.
I think this in itself would just make people. I mean,
this can't be though as bad as it got. You know, I mean, this is.
Oh no, not at all.
This was a PG-13 John Hughes movie.
Well, not as bad as it got, but it's still like very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Humphrey is tough. He's probably the toughest client we've got. But I think you've got 2 things going for you. Number 1, your experience as a homemaker. You're fresh from the trenches of consumerism. And, thank you very much. Oh, boy. And number 2, you've got let's just say you're an extremely attractive woman. Okay?
Well, thank you. And my husband thanks you, too.
I'm glad you brought up, what's his name?
Jack.
Jack.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, we're going to be working long, hard hours, and you might be coming home pretty late at night. And, well, if there's going to be a problem, I want you to tell me about it right now.
Well, there's not going to be any problem, see? Jack supports everything I do. As a woman, in my career, as an executive, he supports me.
Okay. And if we can agree that you are an executive, then you can stop cutting my steak.
Oh. Sorry.
Oh, me.
I mean, they do have to establish the fact that she liked being a mom. You know, that she, misses it already. I mean, it's autopilot for her. It's not. I mean, look, we do the show Rockstar Dad, and sincerely, we say it all the time. The moms are the fucking rock stars. I mean, it really is the craziest shit. How they can do that. I have a quick announcement to everybody who's in the chat. I want to do that before you guys start drifting away, because we're going to be on for a little while longer. May 24th, it's a Monday. Mark your calendar. Kurt Fletcher, comedian, is going to be here in studio.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to be in studio.
I may not show up.
Why?
Because he's going to be fucking...
Don't be intimidated.
No, he's going to be fucking funny, and we're not.
He's going to be here. We're going to do the movie Basketball. So at his, so that's his, awesome. On his, he requested that movie. So I'm super excited. Casey's actually known him for quite a while.
Okay, I literally went to a Hyenas when I was 19 years old. And this is the first comedy club I ever went to.
Yeah.
And then I bought his CD that he literally wrote his name on back in the day, and then just creepy followed him on the internet until we kind of became Facebook friends.
Yeah. And then, we found out he was playing at Hyenas and opening up for some guy that we didn't know, and went and saw him. And actually,
that's where we... I don't even know who the guy was that he opened up for.
No, me either.
I was there to see him.
Well, we met saw that Joey guy from Denton who was pretty good.
Yeah, Joey Johnson. Yeah, he was awesome.
And but Kurt definitely stole the show. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. Those of you who are listening to the podcast, It's going to be
Apparently, I was the only person who bought his CD.
Yeah, well.
And now, Jared Goes to the Movies presents everyone's favorite podcast game show. It's time for 5 questions, where we ask 6 questions, and the high score is 7. Here's your host, Jared Reddick.
Thank you. I can't do it right now. God, everything just sucks right now. I'm
Wiggity whack.
Make it a mac, daddy. Make it a mac.
Really close.
Yeah. I should have had some coffee. I was doing that for a while.
Why don't you have a beer?
I don't think I have any yet. There's some coming.
Okay.
I don't think there's any in there.
Get a lot.
Sean, will you look in there and say there's not? Okay.
I had to put my drink in there.
Okay.
There's a cider. You want a cider?
No.
There's a frozen bottle of orange juice.
Is there?
Oh.
Is that cider in?
Oh, no. See, it is going to be a good night.
It's going to be terrible. I'm leaving.
Welcome to the game, everybody. I forgot we were doing this. Welcome to 5 Questions, everybody. We do it every week. You guys know. If you're new to the show, this is a game show that we made up. The rules are actually really stupid. And quite frankly,
change all the time.
Quite frankly, the person that wins each week is really surprised.
Oh, what, me? I got one right? Yeah. I'm the winner? Okay.
With us tonight, again, he's been on the last 24 weeks in a row, but he's only played 18 times. 18 and 11. Jason Aylesworth is here, everybody. Give it up for Jason. Jason checking in there where he has been locked since before everybody else got COVID, because he's one of the first ones. How you doing, Jason?
Doing good. I've been productive with my time. I'm about 6 weeks away from being Dr. Ailsworth. So, working on my dissertation. I hopefully finish that.
That's amazing.
Dang.
Very good.
So he's the first one to have COVID, and he's the first doctor we got.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
I don't know. Somebody else could have a doctorate. They just don't like fucking...
brag about it all the time.
Just fucking brag about how you spend your time.
Yeah,
That's right. Brag all you can.
I would too, buddy. I would too. You know what? The queen of the podcast is here. I haven't seen her in a while. 17 and 8. She's played 17 times. She's won 8 times. Wendy Madda. What's the matter? Nothing. What's the matter with you? How you doing, Wendy? You never heard that one before, right?
Not much.
Can you imagine, like, because do y'all have Wendy's, the restaurant up there too? Like, was that Jesus?
Yes. A lot of people used to say your father's name,
right.
Dave. That was
God. What a fucking creative joke,
sir. This is a Wendy's.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You just get. They're like, hey, do you get like free Frosties? Shut the fuck up. Like I hate it so much. I probably would have been that kid though.
No doubt.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like something I would say. It's good to see you, Wendy. 15 attempts, 2 wins. Jared Spear is here, everybody. Give it up for Jared.
You know what? It's been years since I've watched this movie, and my week has been so crazy, and Johnny had prom today. So I had to work all day, then I had to get him ready. So I still haven't finished watching the movie. I was watching it till about 8:25.
Well, you know what that means, Wendy. It means you're answering first each and every time.
Right.
All right. And new to the 5 Questions family, it's our original $1 million supporter, Lindsey Sponsel is here. She's one of our sponsels. Wait, did I say Jared Spear yet? I hadn't got to him.
Yeah, you just did him.
You did.
Oh shit! Sorry, buddy.
Thanks.
Hi, Jared and Lindsey. How y'all doing? Sorry to barrel through there. We're running so late. Okay, guys, we're gonna get with this thing. Everybody knows how to play. Jared Spear is actually writing down his answers tonight. Unbelievable. Lindsey, are you also writing down your answers? Yes, she is.
I am,
Wendy,
yes.
are you writing down? Okay, I can see that. And of course, Jason Aylesworth always plays by the rules. All right, guys. Well, welcome to 5 questions. Did we play the theme already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's all.
Welcome to the show.
Was that like 20 minutes ago?
It's all set up for you, man. You just gotta take the first pitch.
All right, guys.
Jared, are
I
you
promise
sure
I'm
you're
not.
drunk already?
That's the problem, man. It's like Linus will say, like, hey, I don't think it's time to sing yet. Why don't you go have a couple of beers so you can enunciate?
Yeah, your shit gets all whack when you're not drinking.
All right, guys. You guys know how it works. So here comes your first question. Of course, we are talking about the movie Mr. Mom. All right, guys. The movie Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton works for a car maker. What other movie does Michael Keaton's character work for an auto manufacturer? Guys, that's a really hard first question. Don't get discouraged if you don't know it. We'll all be okay. Let's go to Wendy first. Wendy, what did you say?
I know it, but
All
I
right,
can't think of the name of it. I can picture it in my head,
Sorry
so I
about
did not
that.
write
Lindsey, do not have
I
an
did not
answer.
have an
Okay,
answer,
Jared
guys.
Spear.
I don't have a right answer, but I wrote.
Okay, that's a very. That's not wrong.
There's a car in that movie.
Yeah. Okay.
There is a car
I
in
feel
that
like
movie.
Jason Aylesworth acted like he had this. Jason, what'd you say? The movie is Gung Ho, ladies and gentlemen, and Wendy instantly knows.
I like knew it. I'm like, oh my god, I can totally see it.
All right, guys. Here we go. In the movie Mr. Mom, what does Irv need to clean up on aisle 9? All right, pencils down. Lindsey, what'd you say? Okay.
Laundry soap?
Well,
Is that what
we
he's
will
cleaning
see
up?
shortly. It's a good guess. Jared Spear?
I know it wasn't bananas.
Okay.
I said spaghetti.
Jason, what'd you say?
I can't remember.
I'm not sure. Was it the
Okay,
pork and
and
beans?
Wendy. The
I
answer
said
is
milk.
spaghetti, everybody. Spaghetti. Jared Spear. Pulling one right.
They knocked over
They
so
did
much shit.
not.
We weren't even in aisle 7.
Yeah. Irv?
That's exactly the quote.
And I was dying the first
You were what? You were high?
Yeah, I was high. No, I was dying because it's so funny. Like I seriously forgot how funny it is.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
being
It's super interesting, and obviously we're gonna talk about that for a couple hours here shortly.
Are we?
So, yes, we are. This could be seen as a Bowling for Soup reference. Hint. When they go to the party, when they decide they want to make their exit, they're gonna pull the old aunt what?
Speaking of BFS,
Thank you, buddy.
I do like.
I
the new
appreciate
song,
that.
Jared.
For those of you
Pretty
listening, go check that out. It's called Getting Old Sucks, but Everybody's Doing It, which is hilarious and also true. Okay, Jared Spear, what was your guess for this one? All
I
right,
said
Jason?
Emily.
I missed it.
All right,
I should have known.
Wendy. and
Emily.
and Lindsey.
Aunt Emily.
Emily is
Also
correct.
Emily.
Everybody finally on the board. That leads us to question number 4. Jared with 2. Jason and Lindsey and Wendy all have 1. Guys, I'm
Wait,
yeah,
I'm winning?
dude, let's just keep it going. Keep it going. In the movie Mr. Mom, what very, very classic soap opera is he addicted to? Okay, Jason, what you got? All right, Wendy
Young and the Restless.
and Lindsay
Young and the Restless.
and
Young
Jared
and
to
the
make it a
Restless.
foursome. Very good, guys.
Young and the Restless.
Very good. Very, very good. Victor and Nikki, 3-2-2-2. Jared with 3, everybody else with 2. But remember, it's anybody's game until
the coin toss with
the coin toss with Jason. All right, guys. Another pretty hard one. Schooner Tuna gave away 4 glasses with every can of tuna for one of their promotions that Carolyn discusses. How many glasses did they have left? All right, Wendy, how many glasses did they have left? All
I
right,
said
Lindsay? Okay, Jared.
10,000?
I said
And
6,000.
Jason. 60,000 is correct.
Damn it. I had
Jason Aylesworth coming in hot. All right, guys. Jared and Jason leading with each with 3. Lindsey with 2. Wendy with 2. And it is time for Eric's Off on Attention Game.
All right. Name any one of Michael Keaton's top 3 grossing movies of all time, according to their worldwide box office totals. So any movie that Michael Keaton was in, name any one of the top 3 grossing movies. Worldwide, not domestic, not international, but both combined.
All right. Lindsey, did you have a guess for this one?
Multiplicity?
All right. Jared?
I wrote Batman.
Right.
I know it's wrong.
You're just going to stick with it anyway. It may become right.
Yeah.
He's freaking Batman.
Jason.
Went more recent. The Birdman.
Yeah, that's a good guess, actually. Wendy.
Night
Shift.
All of those are good movies.
Probably one of the new Spider-Man movies.
But none of those are in his top 3. In fact,
I bet it's Spider-Man.
Really?
Go ahead.
I'm surprised
Number
about the
3
Batman thing.
with $880 million worldwide, 2017's Spider-Man Homecoming.
Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
Number 2 with $1.06 billion in revenue, Toy Story 3 from 2010, where he played Ken the doll.
Interesting. I had no idea.
And number 1 with $1.15 billion with a B dollars from 2015, Minions, the movie.
Minions, wow.
What was he in Minions?
Really?
One of the voices.
Oh, of the Minion?
I didn't know he did that either.
The guys. One of the bad guys, I think.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
So I'm sorry, none of you guys got any of those correct.
All animated.
To be honest, I pride myself in knowing Michael Keaton's movies. I've always really liked him, and I would not have gotten any of those.
I didn't even know one of those was actually a movie.
Well, then that makes it pretty cut and dry, guys. It means we're going to have to flip a coin.
Yeah, we are.
Shit. Or they can just...
I've been doing 4 questions just in case we have to use.
Yeah,
4.
so each of them can... So we can just pick a question and they can, and whichever one of them gets one right first wins, right?
Wouldn't you do one for the top and then one for the bottom?
No.
What is going on over there?
Well, it's 3-3. Jared and Jason are tied with the top. So we don't have a winner right now.
Okay.
And then Lindsey and Wendy are obviously out because they both have 2. So we haven't had this in a while where we have 2 at the top. So we have to normally the person behind gets to answer the goddamn question.
Kick Wendy and Lindsey out.
Yeah, they're out.
Fuck them.
Okay.
Well, in that order.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck them.
I told you I'm exhausted.
Can I get dinner first? Damn.
Then make sure that they have directions home.
Yeah.
Then get
Cab
the fuck
fare.
out. All right.
What a gentleman.
Make sure you call the Uber.
Just make Jason and Harry flip a coin, and one of them got to answer, and one of them just hang out. Why is everything getting so complicated?
Because that penalizes the one that has to answer.
Someone gets penalizes all the time. Penalized.
Yeah. No, I think I'm gonna do it like this. I think I'm going to I think I'm going to pick the category. You guys are going to get asked the question, and the first one that gets one right when the other one doesn't. It's like college football playoffs.
Okay.
All right. So, Sean, what are the categories, buddy?
Sports.
Yep.
Domestic abuse. Sears Roebuck.
Yep.
Unemployment.
I'll go with Sears Roebuck, and this question is for both Jason and Jared. First one to get one right, and the other one miss. You will be the winner.
When Joan comes over, she tells Jack what a lovely bedroom set he has. He says, it's amazing what you can do with the Sears card. What collection did Jack say the new furniture set was from?
I got it.
Yep. Locked in.
I got it. I got it. Jared Spear already shaking his head. This could be Jason Ailsworth again avoiding the coin flip.
It's the only way you can win.
We should see. Jason, what did you say?
It is from the Jungle Collection.
That is not correct.
No.
No, it's the Safari collection.
Nope.
Son of a bitch. I am so sorry.
Damn.
Yes, close only counts. Yeah.
I
did too. Neither of them won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did I go to the other two?
Go to the other. So now let's go sports.
Okay. Mr. Mom finds its home located in Detroit, Michigan. Please name all professional sports teams that are based out of Michigan, excluding college and soccer, because who cares about those? I'll give you a hint. There are 4.
4 major sporting teams in Detroit. Name them.
And they're both in Ohio, so they might have an idea.
Neither of them are in Ohio.
Lindsey and Wendy are.
They're not playing.
Oh, I thought these were for the girls.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, ding dong.
That's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are having such a...
Shit,
you guys
I can only
fucking
think of
act like
3.
there's not rules to this game.
We don't know, and we make them up as we go.
Wait a second. Sean screwed up. Don't.
Hey, Sean is on your staff. We're not. So.
All right. Jared, you only thought of 3? All right, then let Jason take a guess. Jason, do you have 4? All right, hit us.
I got 4. Lions, Red Wings, Pistons, and Tigers.
He did it. He did it. He's avoided the coin flip once again. And Jason Aylesworth goes to 19 and 12. Very good. The rest of you did great. It was good that everybody got at least 1 or 2 questions right. Thanks for playing. Everybody, give it up for all of our players. We appreciate y'all so very much. And as always, you know that we couldn't do this show without you guys. And we thank you so very much for being here. And come hang out on the chat if you can. It's Friday night. It's party night. You know? Friday. Gotta suck a dick on Friday. Yeah. But that is a rule here in Texas. That's
right.
why a lot of people are moving here. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thank
y'all
you.
be good. Bye, Wendy.
It's a pleasure.
Bye, Lindsey, Jared, Jason. See y'all later.
The house is a mess, Jack. The kids are a mess, Jack. You're a mess, Jack. I leave anything else out? Want to talk about the beard? All right. The beard's in its transitional stage right now, that's all. When it comes in, it's gonna look great. It's gonna look like a movie star, what's his name?
Orson Welles?
No.
Yikes.
Orson Welles. Oh, I get it. Fat jokes, right? That's real funny. Yeah, I put on a couple of pounds. So what? Come on. What else do you have?
You want to talk about this shirt for a second, Jack?
All right.
You've been wearing this shirt around the house for about 2 weeks now. It can walk around by itself. Why don't you retire that thing to the Dry Cleaning Hall of Fame, huh?
Because it's a comfortable shirt.
Jack, take a look at yourself. You've really thrown in the towel, honey.
My brain is like oatmeal. I yelled at Kenny today for coloring outside the lines. Megan and I are starting to watch the same TV shows, and I'm liking them. I'm losing it.
See a little Beetlejuice there, which is kind of nice.
No, it's not kind of nice. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's a comfortable shirt is one of my fucking favorite things that he says in the whole movie. I love it. The part after this, again, like watching it as an adult that's so different, is that I remember feeling like she was fucking with him about stuff, but she says even like, hey, you know, like, she goes, I love being Mrs. Jack Butler. Like, let's just, you know, and he's the one grabbing the pillow and being a little bit butthurt. A lot of it is just the whole situation, right? It's that she's out there doing what he used to do, and
Anyone
there.
thrown into that situation is gonna go nuts.
Yeah, and you go a little bit wacky. Yeah.
Is it not wild though that there was a time where one income, whether it was her or him, could buy a 2-story house that had a nice picket fence, and now everybody's got to have side hustles and fucking everything. Like, I've got a good job and still I need to do other things.
Yeah,
I mean part of that is my budgeting, and that's fine, but still it's
I mean, you know, that's an interesting point. You know, it's like you know, I come from a, you know,
Land
the city,
under?
come from a land down under. With the where I grew up, there's a lot of 2-income families. There's a lot of 1-income families. You know, again, I guess it just depends on what it is you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes too, like this day and age, it comes down to what makes people happy. We could 100% make it work without Casey working. She just wants to, you know, and she wants to have a career, and that's dope. I think it's super cool. And we make it, you know, you make it work. But yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. The Joan dream is fucking great. I love the countdown too. He goes, "What do you think about this shirt?" She just, "Flannel makes me hot." You know, he goes, "Okay, all right, okay, that's one." You know? What do you do you think I look fat?
Oh, I like a little
meat on the
bones.
Yeah, okay.
Cushion
all right,
to pushing.
Okay, that's two. Caroline hates the beard. What do you think about the beard? You know? And what did she say? Well, goddamn it. I didn't write it down. Caroline hates the beard. Oh, no. She just goes, "I know." And like just goes towards him or whatever. Oh, yeah. Like, it's like, yeah, we all know that. So, you know, I mean,
when she shoots him and he falls down, first of all, he sits down in the chair and takes a drink of that beer. And apparently that was totally ad-libbed, not part of the script or anything. And you can see her. And so I already knew that because I looked at the trivia going in.
Right.
But you can even tell from behind that she's laughing, like shoulders going up because he grabs it and takes a drink.
He's dying.
But I remember vividly being a kid and there being that tape outline and him laying there.
Oh,
and
so funny. Casey laughed at that shit
over
too.
That was funny.
Like trying to get in there. But if you've not seen the movie before and you don't know that's a dream, like that's such a weird thing.
Sure.
For him to for that to already be there and whatever.
Well, and then you have the flashback, the tie back where Martin Mull comes in. He goes, "Oh my God, what'd you use? A 38, 38, 39, whatever it took." So good, man. So good. So then, of course, he wakes up. Joan is at the door. No poker. Rocky fucking plays. Bring it back to the original shit. And they start to exercise, and he slaps their asses.
Yep.
Yep.
And in what situation could you get away with that ever?
It's just motivation, right?
If those were dudes, I would totally slap their asses. Girls, you expect to get kicked to the nuts.
There is...
Not in the 80s.
I don't think there's a woman on earth that I could slap their ass and not... Like... That not be weird. That not be terrible.
There's one.
Right. Only Kelsey. There's
Yeah.
even... I mean, I could slap Sean's ass. I grabbed his nipples when we came in here today. I slapped your ass one time. Almost broke my arm.
Hard as a rock.
It is the craziest. You guys listening, I don't know. You may or may not ever get the chance to slap Jarrett Reddick's ass.
You know what you're doing, right? You're just baiting all these people.
But
that's not going to happen.
But my God, you try to do a little playful
ass of steel.
He's on his way out. Just
hurt your hand,
and I mean, for a week,
you can't feel your wrist.
Couldn't play
wrist
guitar.
Was sore.
I have a lot of friends that are girls. A lot. Amy's one of them.
Yep.
Lisa. A lot of friends.
Kelly.
I would never, ever slap their ass. Ever.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Because
It would be
of the
super weird.
murder?
But it's okay if they slap mine.
Agreed.
See?
Noted.
No one ever tries to... I have never even once been in a situation where someone tried to slap my ass. I think my ass is too small.
I don't even pay attention because I have a giant butt and people accidentally touch it all the time.
What do you mean?
How do you
I've
know
never
it's an
noticed
accident?
your butt ever.
Like you'll go in for a hug and someone's releasing from that hug and their hand will just graze a butt. And
sure.
I don't even think about it anymore because I just know that it's an accident and I don't want to make it weird.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot. People are trying to walk by. I'm not kidding. It happens all the time.
Just walking by hand to butt.
Well, maybe not a hand, but yeah, like a lower arm, elbow,
sure, yeah,
however tall they are.
People
I don't
fucking
know.
bump it. But you know what? I mean, isn't it like that too? Like, I think about that all the time because I'm a boy. Like, and when you're in sort of an industry like a dental hygienist, like
dental hygienist,
you're just literally, just putting your boobs all over somebody's shoulder and shit.
Oh yeah, that was my.
You ever been a hairstylist?
Orthodontist.
Okay, again, orthodontist. Same fucking thing.
He hired the biggest boobed women,
and they're just
ever.
titties were all over you or whatever.
I don't know how they worked on this side of my face. It was
just a boob in the face. Yeah,
I'm in.
When you're 12 and a boy, it was fucking great. That's why he hired him, Amy.
Well, they did smell good.
Yeah. See.
Fine.
All right, so Whoopi, they do the fire. All of this ritual is great, and but just this exchange of, he's like, dude, we got to talk about the Whoopi. I mean, you got this, and then you're you're strung out on bedspreads and.
Next thing you know, you're looking for an electric blanket.
He goes, no, you are an electric blanket, maybe a quilt. And next thing you know, you're strung out on bedspreads, kid. And then he gives it to him, and you got a lot of guts. And that kid sells this fucking line so well. He goes, can I
have a moment
to myself, please? And it's just so good. But the best line of the entire movie happens right here. He sits down by Alex. You had to do it. It's so good and so that just gave me chills. Like, it is so, I love that line so much.
They gave the kids, the kids don't play a huge role in the film. It's obviously the dynamic between the couple and then the, outliers. But man, they gave these kids some primo fucking
great lines. And apparently, as we learned from Anthony Michael Hall during the last podcast we did, John Hughes loved rehearsals, loved table reads, and I'm sure these kids had been, trained to say these particular lines. But again, I just feel like now we're, this amount of time later, it's almost like kids are so over the top that they've regressed 80 fucking years. Like, they act like fucking, because I don't want to do that thing. What is it? Like, well, I was a child. Remember that thing? The whole Indiana Jones and shit? They just overact. Have you watched...
Today they overact, or back then they overacted?
Today.
Yes.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, but it's...
They're selling our kids a bag of dumb shit.
It's Disney Junior,
that's what
and
I was
it's
just
Nickelodeon
about to say. It's all very
Junior,
Disney,
and it's all of that stuff.
Yeah,
where everything's got to be. Look at the. It's a parallel. It's not the same, but look at the editing between Disney animated movies 40 years ago versus today. Everything today is quick cuts and quick shots, which you don't have to have in animation. You don't have to have it in real cinema, but you really don't have to have it in animation because you're just drawing it.
But something has to happen. I believe it's every 8 seconds.
But watch fucking Snow White.
Sure.
And tell me that there's a kid today that could sit through that classic Disney movie.
It's going to be a select group of kids. You couldn't put that on at a fucking lock-in at a church.
They'd be bored as
Everett used to be really good at that. I was actually really surprised. Like, he would watch Alice in Wonderland, he would watch Snow White, and then it just clicked, and now he will not.
Yeah, everything's got to be badass.
And he was always
all the
overstimulated, like always. So
we're like that as humans, though, man.
I push fast forward. Like, you would be horrified if you watched me as an adult watching a Netflix show on my phone. I push that 10-second button like 100 times.
Are you kidding me?
I think
Constantly.
it's important
You're not
for you.
scared of missing, like...
Yeah, I can't do that.
No. Even these movies that we do, if it's like an Amazon movie, I can like watch, and it's like, okay, fucking...
just the dance scenes.
Driving scene, fucking fighting scene. I just click.
Wow.
Get through the whole thing in an hour.
Wow.
Crazy.
I'm impressed.
It's totally unhealthy. It just is how I am.
Yeah. Times they are a-changin'.
That's what Bob Dylan said, but he was wrong.
Schooner tuna is one of the 3 most expensive tunas on the market. Now, if we want to beat our competitors, the time for these gimmicks and giveaways is over with. Now, I don't mean to be disrespectful, Mr. Humphrey, but housewives need your help, not your gimmicks. Show them that you really care about their problems, and you'll win their loyalty. Now, this is what I propose. Schooner Tuna sympathizes with those hit so hard by this trying economy. To help you, we are reducing the price of our tuna by 50 cents a can. When this crisis is over, we'll go back to our regular prices. Until then, remember, we're all in this together. Signed, Howard Humphrey, President, Schooner Tuna, the tuna with a heart.
Where in the hell have you been hiding this little girl? She's not just selling tuna, son. She's selling America. Right. The tuna with the heart. I love this bleeding heart shit. That's American. That's what that is.
That's what I think.
Well, there's more.
More?
There is.
Yes.
Good edit, Sean.
Oh, you notice.
Yeah.
Because he didn't do the,
stuff like that.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
We missed that whole part where it becomes super uncomfortable. I mean, the chat room now is lit up with how short our attention spans are, and it's, I actually, can you play that last clip because I forgot what it was? Go ahead. I know, just played it. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, I deleted him right after we played.
I'm joking.
I literally sat
funny.
here and went, "Are you fucking kidding?" Got it now.
Well,
got it.
Totally just kidding. Just the way that she sells that thing. You had 2 campaigns, 4 glasses with every can is just the most ridiculous thing ever if you think about it. Like
about how much they're getting.
A can of tuna and
First
you get
of all, cans
4
of tuna,
fucking glasses.
Cans of tuna today are like 78 cents. How
Right?
can you take
Sure.
50 cents off of a can of tuna in 1983?
Yeah, totally.
Did you, in the supermarket scene earlier, it was like Kotex tampons, 94 cents for a box of, like the
90?
prices were crazy.
You guys notice we talk about tampons a lot?
No, tampons.
I don't think we talk about tampons enough.
The next one is 100 trips to Hawaii. And you couldn't have known there was going to be a hurricane that month. 100,000 of these flower lays left or whatever, which is fucking funny.
But if you gave away 100 trips, and you have 100,000 lays you're giving away left, it means you budgeted 10 per person minimum.
No, because you
10 per
gave
trip.
away the 100, and then you definitely gave away a shitload of the lays. But so it'd be like the thing if like every 40th can they'd win a lay, and no, that's fucking
No.
too
If you
much.
give them away, that's a layaway.
If you gave away,
Feeling really good about that one.
God damn it, I'm not plugged in. Fuck, shit, fuck.
give it to her. Mm-hmm.
It's a layaway.
We should do like a hula themed party, and it will be called a layaway.
The layaway. I love it. I love the. I just love that that's kind of like one of the only swear words, maybe the only swear word in the whole movie, right? He just goes, "I love this bleeding heart shit."
Right.
So
It's
fucking
American.
Halloween is fucking terrible to miss, and I know that as a person that travels for work.
You were on the Warped Tour cruise for Halloween.
Yeah.
1 year, and
Yeah.
Amy sent me pictures, and I cried like a baby.
Yeah, and none of us wanted to do that, but we needed to do. I mean, it had to happen, and that's the only Halloween I'd ever been gone, except for Emma's first one. And
Yeah, you had to be there. I just went because it sounded fun, and then I was sad.
that's correct.
Cruises are awesome.
Yeah, that is correct.
Until my guilt sets in.
It was terrible. I bet he doesn't even remember that was a thing.
No.
Never.
They never do.
This line to me sums up the John Hughes writing of movies. He says to her this: "It's really easy to forget what's important, so don't." And it like that, dude. That just made the hair. Okay, I have 3,
There they go.
4 to 6 hairs. Not 46, 4 to 6.
Or
People
two.
don't love John Hughes because the movies are necessarily groundbreaking cinema.
Sure.
They love John Hughes because no matter what the setting, no matter the characters, no matter the plot, no matter anything, there's a heart to what's going on behind it.
Yeah.
And so even this one, which is kind of formulaic and in a lot of parts slapsticky, there is still something to be appreciated and learned and thought. And it's different now watching it when men have a lot more of a role in kind of participating in the household.
Sure. Men are on Swiffer commercials and shit.
But that line you just said, you know, I mean, who could hear that and not get hit right in the guts?
Right.
And go, wow.
He teaches a lot of lessons. You know, there's this don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. There's this whole, you know, don't miss out on family shit. You know,
that's the Home Alone, right?
And, you know, there tons and tons of lessons that this guy was able to teach us through motion pictures.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess the point of this whole podcast is, here's what's wrong with America. John Hughes died.
He did die.
Yeah. And so now we're fucked.
Well, syphilis is tough. And if you if you get
Take the nose right off your
We were
face.
just talking about shit on your hands, and you get like some shit on your hands, like lumps or some shit, right? With syphilis. You can't cure that, right? You just fucking, is that a thing? You
can cure it.
Yeah.
Oh, syphilis?
Nowadays, it's just like some penicillin.
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, well,
You
I'm
can't
allergic
have
to that. I'm fucked.
Yeah, don't get syphilis.
Yeah, don't.
Okay,
buddy.
Syphilis, don't get it.
The best you can do.
John Hughes said that.
That was from Home
There's
Alone.
another takeaway.
New T-shirt.
Yeah.
Mitch Hedberg had this joke, and he goes, "I like to take a AIDS test where I just go, hey, wait, what the fuck? What's the setup? He goes, hey, do you know anybody with AIDS?" And my friend will be like, no, and he goes, well, do you know me?
Cool.
Cool.
Do you know me?
Yeah. That's his AIDS test. Anyway, that was funny back then. Scooter Tuna, girls' night out. And, you know, this whole fucking male stripper thing is a hilarious gag. I love it.
Randy Master Blaster was in there.
Was he?
Oh, no.
That guy tried to do it to like 3 generations of my family.
What's funny is that y'all know who the fuck that is.
You know who the fuck that is.
I don't.
I don't know who that
I
is.
heard about that man through Casey.
Really?
You know this.
I didn't know that I was the
He
first.
tried to have sex with 3 generations of her family.
I have never been. I've been to like.
And step family.
I've been to the. Like. Well, all right. I've been to a female strip club where the women take their clothes off. Maybe a dozen times in my entire life, and I've never been to one where the dudes take their
it's
pants
so
off.
fun.
And I still know that Randy Master Blaster is a Dallas
staple.
Yeah, I mean, the
he
dude has been taking his clothes off forever and rubbing his dong in women's faces for 50 years.
He also takes a poster of himself.
Cuts a hole in it.
No, rolls it up, and then like we'll just like shove it in your pants and then blow in it.
I don't want that.
Happy 19th birthday, Casey.
That could be a new bowling for soup bit.
Oh man, no, you know I've told you guys the story about
Chris
He was very old and hairy and
Can we
oiled
please
up.
go and just see that, and then he shoves that in someone's pants, and I'll be like, "Oh, you hit my dick!"
yeah.
Girls'
Paper
night.
cut.
Yeah.
No, tomorrow.
Oh man, let's do it.
Ashley's gonna be so in for that.
Yeah, that does not sound like something she's gonna be.
I'll do
stoked
the dick
about.
joke.
We'll do the early shift. Nobody will be there.
Yeah, it'll
Save
be
it for
fine.
a
My
time we
favorite
can all
stripper
go.
got shot outside of
Oh
LeBaron.
no! Who was your favorite?
Is she okay?
He wasn't a real doctor. I found out later. But
Dr. Fuckenstein.
she okay? Oh yeah, he got shot, and it was a mix-up. Wrong guy. Just got shot right out of the strip club.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Rest in peace, Dr. Fuckenstein.
Okay.
All right. Should I?
Bless.
I have nothing to say to that.
Should I go back to the movie? Or?
It's so
What
hard
movie?
to say goodbye
Who's graduating?
to yesterday. You've got AIDS. Yes, you've got AIDS.
So Beverly Hills Hotel, been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
Been super drunk in that bar. but have never sexually harassed someone, which happened to Terry Garr in this movie.
Oh, there's still time.
Honestly, you can't fucking even the fact that he's in there.
How you could get a food delivery guy to let you into someone else's room?
Fucking crazy, man.
And that champagne was chilling.
Yeah, it was. Too bad.
And you could hear it.
Bad.
You heard that? Gotcha.
Yeah. So, again, all the shit's happening again. Everybody's back at that. Yo, Butler, I think I found your problem. This shoe. There's a fucking shoe through the thing, right?
Which is such a trope with her, like, New York accent, and backwards hat. And, hey.
Yeah.
Found you.
She was always like the service industry. So,
found your problem.
And then, of course, Joan makes her way into the bedroom. Now, this is the middle of the day. His kids are home. It doesn't seem like the right time to me, but she's going to go for it.
The nighttime is the right time.
The nighttime is the right time. You get a free haircut. There's a girl I want to meet there.
Sorry that happened.
Come on, join the cult with me.
No, what just happened?
The nighttime is the right time. I thought you were doing an Adam Sandler thing.
It was, but what was that you just did? Was that more of it?
The nighttime is the right time is the end of that bit. That thing starts with them playing basketball, and he goes,
right.
Yeah. Hey, I think I'm really liking what this guy has to say. Come on, join this cult with me. I don't know that I really want to join the cult. And that's what the whole thing's about.
Man, I don't remember that.
Yeah. And then he's just like, dude, there's a girl I want to meet there. And he goes, you get a free haircut. What, you think that there'll be like other girls there? Like, yeah, of course there will be. And then 6 weeks later, the nighttime is the right time. The nighttime is the right. Sorry, we had to kill your parents.
That's really weird because I remember that nighttime is the right time, but I don't remember any of the rest of that bit. Yeah. And I remember a lot of those bits.
Everybody go. I think it's the first one on not They're All Gonna Laugh at You, but the next one.
What the hell happened to me?
What the hell happened to me? Everybody go check that out. Adam Sandler. So he is in the mirror.
Everyone go check out this Adam Sandler.
You guys haven't heard of it.
A lot of people don't know the comedy albums that he did.
That can't be true.
Jesus
It is
Christ.
true.
Nobody knows.
That is weird.
They know him from all these goddamn Jennifer Aniston and Drew Barrymore movies.
Lucky son.
He used to be funny. So he's looking in the mirror. He's like, A, okay. She's an attractive woman. Yep. Okay. All right. B, she really, really wants you. C.
Consent.
C. I don't even want to think about C. Yeah. Okay. D.
Kenny will
talk. Kenny will talk. Alex, I think I could try. Yeah, but Kenny will talk. And then it's, all the other shit. Why'd you get rid of the whoopee? So funny. And then he says to her, she tries to get onto him for this girl being there, and he's just like,
aha, I tried to call you last night.
Yeah, and then Richardson answered the phone, and I can hear the champagne chilling in the background.
You heard
that? Aha! Got him. Got her.
I'm begging you. Humphrey's gonna pull the whole account unless you come back to work.
I told this guy last night 10 times that I quit. What did he do, make a pass?
I just got a little out of hand, and she belted me.
You quit your job?
I didn't like that job. I'm gonna get another job, a better one. Anyway, I miss my family.
I thought you loved that job.
Thanks. How about 3 days at the office and 2 days at home? Thanks.
There's no way to do that. I need a person in there.
Jack, will you listen to me? Management wants you back.
Jack.
Thanks.
Basement's clean.
Okay.
Oh, thanks.
Look, he's offering me full salary and a company car. What do you think?
You're kidding. Take it.
Okay, look, Bert, tell him I don't make a move without Larry and Stan.
He doesn't make a move without Larry and Stan.
Oh, you got a deal.
Who are Larry and Stan?
Thanks.
For a working woman, can't you understand?
I'll tell you something.
Oh, thanks.
Larry and Stan.
You really hit him?
Don't you think I know how to take care of myself?
Hurt your hand?
No.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
So, man, what a great movie. There's a few holes in this scene that just happened. he just goes, I got a little out of hand and she belted me. And he just goes, okay, so you really quit your job? Like, wouldn't you be like, okay, I'm going to fucking now, I'm going to belt you until you get the fuck in your limo and get the fuck out of here. But instead, he carries on a conversation with the TV girl.
Yeah, it looks like she really liked that.
Yeah, you know what?
Into it.
There's a
She was
few
doing some
things.
negotiating. I like that.
Few things we need to discuss here.
Dueling trivia.
All right, Amy, we are at, let me think, 16 to 15. You are ahead. I have to write that down. And it is my turn to go first. So I took notes for the first 30 minutes of this film. So I'll try to find something here. All right, I got one. When Jack is giving the kids a bubble bath, she comes in, pulls one of the kids out of the tub, got the slippers on. So I didn't want his feet to get wet.
Right.
What characters were on those slippers?
I want to say Bert and Ernie.
You want to say right. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Bert and Ernie is correct.
That's interesting. I was just thinking of the colors because I didn't notice that they were
I was
characters.
like, was it like a duck or like I could not. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I thought one of them was Big Bird, but yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Bert and Ernie. One was yellow.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. I don't know. This was my first time watching this movie, so I don't know if this is an easy question or a really hard question, but I'll ask it.
All right.
In what branch of the military did Jack serve?
He was in the Navy.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
I know this one. This is my first time.
Go ahead, babe.
He was in the Army.
Shoot.
Because he said something about shit, and they're like, there's no ships in the Army.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that's
I'm
what I was
sorry,
thinking.
that was
is
incorrect.
the ships thing, but all right. Well, it is 17 to 15. You're on a roll. I am not. So excellent job.
Eric, did this make you horny? Now you coming out of one bit going right into the next.
Bit to
Eric, did this movie at any time make you horny?
No, because even like the sex symbol, in this was wearing weird, and I recognize it's back in style now, but like waist high polyester pants and fucking like Ricky Lake haircut.
Dude, when I first saw her,
nothing burger for me.
When I first nothing burger. When I first saw her in this movie, I was so surprised because I just remember her being the bombshell, and I had to say to Casey, like, okay, so that's the hot girl, and she's like, "Do you mean hot now or hot then?" Basically,
Casey
is what she
brings up
said.
a good point because what did you say? Vacation came out a month before this.
Yes.
They had Christy Brinkley as the sex symbol in that film.
I think that was a really good thing to point out.
And we got whoever the fuck this
Dawn.
was.
But these were housewives, though.
Joan.
That's the thing. Christy Brinkley was in a fucking Ferrari.
Yeah, but they could have chosen Cheryl Teagues. They could have chosen anybody.
I'm just saying that I'm gonna be honest though. Like as a kid watching this, and even watching this through the 80s and early 90s, however many times I saw this movie, she just fit the role, and it's just so outdated now that it just doesn't make sense. I think that's gonna happen even with Cheryl Teagues and some of the other
Elle McPherson and Kathy Ireland. I'm always gonna get horny when I see them. But not this lady.
Right.
So, no, it didn't make me horny.
Right.
Sorry.
Last week, I mistakenly said that Dennis Rodman broke his dick in Kathy Ireland, and I'd like to apologize.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you meant
Carmen Electra.
I'd like to apologize for that. All right, guys.
Sorry, Kathy
Look,
Ireland.
I think this is, again, it's a classic. It watched great for me. I had a great time watching it. The funny stuff is still the funny stuff, although I will say that a lot of the jokes are funny to me now because they were funny to me then. Eric, what'd you think?
I have seen this a bunch of times. It's probably been,
It's been
1 week since I watched this movie. It's been a long time. And I laughed at the parts that I always laughed at. And I do try, for the films that I've never seen before, do try to look at it with a critical eye so that we can come in and have some things to talk about. And so I noticed the same things that everybody else did, that there's a lot about this movie that wouldn't fly today. But, I mean, all in all, I enjoyed it just like I always have every time I've seen it.
It's an interesting, it's an interesting journey just because, again, this is coming out of a time where no men stayed home with kids, going into a time where some men stayed home with kids. And honestly, to be fair, there weren't a lot of women executives, during the 70s and going into the 80s or whatever. So it was a bit more of a departure and a bit more funny back then because of the fact that just not as many dudes played this role. But he did it and he accomplished it, and that's I think normally what happens today. Casey, you saw this for the first time.
I liked it. I think that there was a big hype, and maybe that was like a thing.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's not the classic that like the Arthur, the Real Genius, the Fletch, those things. I think I kind of expected that type of comedy. There's nothing I really didn't like. It just, out of all of those, it was kind of just okay for me.
Yeah, I
think that you'd have to have some nostalgia.
This movie wasn't like those in that it was like supposed to be over the top funny like that. It was a family comedy.
I enjoyed it. I just don't think that it's like a movie that I would necessarily watch again whenever we're doing one of those like watch a random movie nights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. Whereas Fletch was goddamn fucking funny, right?
For sure.
God, you're great. Amy, now we have not, we haven't heard from you on how you feel about the movie a bunch tonight.
I thought it was okay. Again, I think the nostalgia probably had a big part to do with it for you guys. I'd never seen it. I think the idea, the concept is really great, just switching roles, especially back then. It was a little bit slow to watch because, again, I'm by myself.
Sure.
And it was funny. I chuckled. I laughed a few times. It was overall okay. It was fine. I probably won't watch it again.
Right. Now, did you hear any lines in it that you had heard before? Like,
I feel like you said one.
220, 221.
That I hear you. It's a comfortable shirt.
It's a comfortable shirt.
And then the Jarrett Reddick method.
The Jarrett Reddick method. It's the Jack Butler method. You're doing it wrong. There's that whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've heard that.
So it's a bunch of those that are just, hard to deny. Man, I think this will go down as one of the biggest movies. No, I don't think that. It will go down as one of the most iconic movies of the 80s. Kurt Fletcher just said that Kathy Ireland follows him on Twitter. If she knew what he did to her photos as a teenager, she probably wouldn't follow him.
Yeah.
So I do have to agree with that, Kurt. Here's the deal.
Sean,
mail.
Sean, what did you think?
It was fine.
Shit! Sorry.
No, it's fine.
He's looking at his watch.
You're
and his
not
phone.
used to me being here, are you?
I'm trying to get you out of here, Sean. What'd you think?
I was putting the clips together and kind of thought it was okay. I guess I could have watched it more, but I don't know. All in all, I guess it was fine.
You're really starting to fade.
Sean, real Sean, what did you think?
Saw it in the late 80s. Loved it.
Sounds just...
And yeah, I still love it.
Okay. Love that. And guys, I hoped you love it. I hoped you loved this show. We have no mail this week. So Eric, where can people connect with us?
They can go to our website, JarrettGoesToTheMovies.com. On Facebook, you got a couple of options there. Jarrett Goes to the Movies and the Jarrett Goes to the Movies fan page. That's a nice community of people who love to post and talk about the shows, so we encourage you to join both. On YouTube and Twitch, Jarrett Goes to the Movies, you will be best advised to subscribe and turn on notifications. On Instagram and Twitter, at Jarrett Movies. Patreon, be a part of the winning team. Support the little podcast that could. Patreon.com/Jarrett Goes to the Movies. Email us, JarrettGoesToTheMovies@gmail.com. And you can text us or leave a voicemail at 714-451-6029. Again, that's 714-451-6029. 29. Jarrett, back to you.
Thank you so much, Eric. And guys, if you share our posts, we will gladly thank you for that at the end of each episode. So thanks this week, Vinny Cataldo, Joey Bishop, Simon Rogers, Barry Ferguson, Chaos, David Kendrick, Chris Pulse, and anyone else that shared the thing and didn't have your shit off private. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening, and we will see you down the road.